When testing a new motorcycle, we typically kick things off by highlighting its cutting-edge technology and engineering advancements. But with the all-new Honda CB1000 Hornet SP, the most jaw-dropping revelation isn't its beautifully refined 2017 Fireblade-derived engine, its premium Öhlins TTX36 rear shock, or even its high-performance Brembo Stylema brakes. Instead, it's the price. Somehow, Honda has managed to introduce a 155 horsepower naked street fighter for under £10,000 in the UK. If that's not impressive enough, the standard CB1000 Hornet comes in at under £9,000. It's easy to imagine Honda dealers across Europe celebrating, while riders in the US eagerly await news of its arrival stateside. Honda revived the Hornet name outside the US in 2023 with the CB750 Parallel Twin, a competitively priced machine that quickly became Europe's best-selling naked middleweight. Following the CB500 Hornet's debut last year, the all-new CB1000 now completes the lineup. Two versions are available, the base model and the striking SP. Both share the same twin-spar frame. Fully adjustable 41mm Showa USD forks, wheels, tires, Bridgestone S22 or Dunlop Sportmax Road Sport 2, rider aids, electronics, and TFT dash. The SP, however, gets the Öhlins rear shock, Brembo brakes, and an up and down quick shifter, with an exclusive black colorway. While both models utilize the Fireblade-based inline 4, the SP benefits from a unique exhaust valve, nudging peak output to 155 horsepower, 5 more than the standard version. Honda invited Cycle World to southern Spain for a full day of testing the new SP model, and our mission was clear: discover how the red brand managed to pack so much performance into such an affordable machine. Not your dad's Hornet. I remember the original Hornets well, the CBR 600 base 600 and the Fireblade-powered 900. Both were fun, capable, and immensely popular, though neither was particularly stirring on an emotional level. That's not the case with the 2025 CB1000 SP, dressed in deep black paint with striking gold wheels and an Öhlins rear shock. It exudes sportiness. The silhouette stays true to Hornet tradition, broad at the front, slim in the middle, and wide at the rear, resembling its namesake when viewed from above. There's an old-school charm to its design, with black and gold color accents evoking an era when those hues signified luxury and speed. While a few cost-saving measures, like the non-detachable subframe, are evident, the bike still carries a premium look and feel, impressive for a machine priced under £10,000. Settling into the relatively low 31.9-inch, 809mm seat, you're met with a clean and minimalist cockpit. The switchgear is refreshingly simple, and the 5-inch color TFT display, while modest by 2025 standards, is functional and includes Honda's road sync connectivity. The tank flares at the front in classic Hornet fashion, but is sculpted at the knees for comfort. One-piece handlebars position you in a balanced stance, while Showa fork-top adjusters add a touch of refinement. Everything checks out. Honda keeps the electronics package straightforward. There's no launch control, and rider aids are relatively basic. 3 preset riding modes, Standard, Sport, and Rain, handle most of the work, while 2 customizable user modes allow for fine-tuning. You get 3 levels of engine power, 3 settings for engine braking, and switchable Honda selectable torque control, HSTC, traction management. However, the ABS isn't adjustable, and like the traction control, it lacks lean sensitivity due to the absence of an IMU. Riding impression. Starting in sport mode, the throttle response is a little snappy. Is it because the fueling is indeed slightly choppy, or because the Hornet simply delivers so much low RPM torque that it is a tad too sharp? Either way, the softer standard mode is preferable around town. The SP's curb weight is a claimed 467 pounds, but it moves much lighter than that and makes for an agile ride in traffic. The steering is delightfully light for a 155 horsepower bruiser, while that narrow seat and tank mean, as a short rider, I could get 2 feet securely to the ground without problem. Once away from the traffic on the fringes of Benidorm, we could start to make more use of that old-school Fireblade motor. Predictably, the 999 cubic centimeters inline-4 has been retuned to match the needs of a naked street fighter and cleaned up to meet €5 plus. It now delivers a claimed 155 horsepower at 11,000 RPM and 76.7 pound-ft at 9,000 RPM. In terms of peak power, that is somewhat down on the 2017 Blade's 189 brake horsepower, but peak power and torque arrive much lower in the RPM, making it much more usable on the road than the pure sport bike. You immediately feel this torque and drive lower in the RPM. The mid-range drive is also strong and urgent. It wants to go, is eager to have fun, and in a rather un-Honda way, sounds raucous for a standard bike. That said, the 2017 Fireblade and later models sounded great and was too loud for the noise meters at some UK track days, but I wasn't expecting the naked Hornet to be this sonorous. Using the Blade engine was a no-brainer for Honda, but this much aggression when the throttle is opened was not expected. It's hard to overstate the grunt that its torque-focused tune delivers. With the revs hovering mid-tatch, it punches ferociously hard out of turns, pipe wailing, before shutting off for the next set of mountain Essies. There's genuine character here too, proper attitude, and any admirer of Honda's big inline-4 will love this kind of real-world performance. The mountain passes, so often utilized for these new model launch tests, are typically low on traffic and, more importantly, virtually free of police, which allowed the Hornet SP to shine. That easy drive and quick, accurate steering which we encountered around town translates perfectly to the endless switchbacks in the Sierras. Direction changes are rapid, the chassis composed and planted. Those 467 pounds, so well disguised that the big Hornet is as flickable as many a sporting middleweight. Meanwhile, the Bridgestone S22 tires warm up quickly and offer enough grip and confidence to achieve deep levels of lean. Ground clearance is ample, and I reckon the pegs would only start to tickle the deck on a racetrack. Such is the quality of the SP's chassis and suspension that it's as happy carrying corner speed and sport bike angles of lean. Just squeeze the strong Brembo stoppers, drop down a couple of ratios on the smooth quick shifter, turn hard to square off the corner, and gun out.